Okay, so I've shown you a wee bit round now to the main event. Main event being the People's Palace. So come with me and I'll show you what it's all about. Okay, so this is part of, well, this is the Winter Gardens, and I'll get onto this in a wee minute. I may have a slight discussion with you guys about this, but I'm just going to take you around and let you have a look at this. Okay, so this is the Winter Gardens, which I'll take you in a wee second and show you basically what's in here. But this was all modelled on the upturned hull, I believe, of HMS Victory, which was Nelson's ship, more of a ship than a boat. But this is basically depicting that side of it. This is inside the Winter Gardens. Exotic plants, but look at the inside of this place. How amazing is that? And they've got every, I think, continent, I believe, is represented with their exotic plants from all over the world. Whether it be desert plants or jungle plants or... It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so we've just come out of the Winter Gardens and the People's Palace, and one of the last points I'll show you is the Doulton Fountain. This was designed by A.E. Pearce and modelled by the students from Lambeth School of Art. The fountain was first erected in Kelvingrove Park for the International Exhibition of 1888. It was moved to Glasgow Green in 1890, and to its present site in 2004. The fountain depicts Britain's 4 colonies: Australia, Canada, India and South Africa, with soldiers and sailors above and Queen Victoria presiding at the apex. There she is, just up there. Oh. Standing 14 metres high, it is the largest terracotta fountain in the world. Now we'll just take a wee look and I'll show you the kind of 4 points of it. It's not often actually that you see this fountain in use, but it is phenomenal. So here's the first point, and we have India. Glasgow's badge of arms, a coat of arms. And we have Canada, and that's a moose just there. And again, this was the main Commonwealth that UK and Queen Victoria owned at one point. Next then we have that one's South Africa. With an ostrich, I think it is, in the background. And lastly, we have Australia. Just there. Australia. With the sheep's head there. And what we'll do is we'll pan up. I'd like to know actually anybody following me or anybody that watches my channel, if anybody is from these countries and kind of what they think of this. Interesting to know. Soldiers there, again in their regalia and their uniforms, I think from each country. I think each country has its own representation of the soldiers. And then just at the top, Queen Victoria. Absolutely amazing. Okay guys, just a wee bit I'm going to say about this, the whole, what this is about. What Glasgow has said in the last few weeks is that the Winter Gardens will shut indefinitely. And what that means is it's beyond a state of repair by the looks of it. I did have a look around it, and yes, it is needing some things done to it, absolutely. But money needs spent on it. There needs to be money spent to keep this going. It's got way too much history, it's got way too much importance to Glasgow and to people like Glasgow, and I would say Scotland, for this to go. Now, I was just talking to a great guy behind one of the counters in the shop. If you are here, even a magnet to a shawl to a book, whatever, spend a couple of quid, help the place out. But I was talking to him and he was basically saying that This place will close at the end of 2018 for 12 weeks. Now what the council are saying is that they're holding it as two different venues, the museum, which is the People's Palace on one side, and the Winter Gardens behind it. We would see it as, personally I would see it as one unit, one building in effect, but it's not, it's held as two separate entities. The museum itself will close until Easter time, so 12 weeks from 31st of December 2018, and it will reopen again. The Winter Gardens will not. Now I've been told there's various numbers getting thrown about, there's figures getting plucked out of the air. We're talking £350,000 for this, £1 million for that. Initially, and all they've been told is that £350,000 is to put fire exits inside the building and outside the building. That's the People's Palace, so that will get done. The rest of it is millions and millions of pounds. Now they haven't given a figure. It's going to cost huge sums of money to fix this. The glass is needing redone, it's needing resealed, the doors are needing reworked and resealed. So yeah, this is too important to lose. It's not a rant, I'm not having a rant, but I'm just saying that this needs to be supported in some way, and if anybody watches this and has connections to some multi-billionaire, give it a look. If you're coming to Scotland, come to Glasgow, please come down to the park. The parks, this park in particular is excellent in summer, and again where I'm now in the autumn. The trees are turning colours, beautiful colours, oranges, the yellows, the reds, etc. So this was just basically me doing a bit to tell you guys what the situation is. Anybody that is in Scotland, anybody is abroad, etc. This is just to let you guys know what's going on with it. It means a lot to Glasgow, it means a lot to me. So yeah, the last thing I'm going to show you is that building there. So we discussed the wash house earlier. This was a wash house. It then became the Templeton Carpet Factory, and it has been restored. Okay, so here we have the Templeton Carpet Factory. This building was completed in around 1889, and it was used as a carpet factory by a guy called James Templeton, and he employed the architect William Leeper, I think his guy's name is, and they designed this to look like a palace in Venice. It's got terracotta finishing on it, it's red sandstone I believe as well. I think the building or the area itself goes back a bit further to when it was a wash house. I might be wrong on that one, but I believe it used to be a wash house, and then it became also the carpet factory. It has seen a few tragedies unfortunately in it. So on the 1st November 1889, part of the building collapsed and it killed 29 women. Somewhere in the building, not sure where, I'm just going to find it next time, there's a memorial stone for that. A few years later there was a fire and hundreds of people I believe died at that. Nowadays it's now seen as a business centre for offices and places like that. On the left hand side just there is the West Restaurant, Bar and Brewery, West Beer. And down that road where the cars are, that's now flats. So the building's in use, the building is going strong, and the building just looks stunning. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to zoom in just at this point. It's just attention to detail. So this is the last point I thought I'd show you guys round the Glasgow Green area. This was called the Drying Green, and this served as a common washing green for the city. right, would you believe, right up until I think the 1970s. The clothes pools are Victorian clothes pools, and they were erected at Victorian times when the park was in use, heavily in use, for people to dry their sheets and dry their clothes whenever they... Okay, so that was a tour of Glasgow Green. I'll just make it quick because my battery's about to go. But listen guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, the subscribe button's just down about there. There'll be a couple of videos maybe posted, maybe here and here. But thank you to all my followers, new and old, and it really means a lot. So till the next time guys, take care, cheerio.